Hello, hello. Welcome back to Hoops and Harmony. This is Ebony and this is Silvia.
My hot Cheeto fingers.
um this is as always a very good experience, and today we actually will be talking about self-care. We will be talking about the way self-care looked like for us, the way it's evolved, the way it's evolved in the workspace, the way we've seen the changes even in our youth and our participants. We go into, like, the affirmation, which also is it touches base on self-care and how our self-care looked like before, and then the way it changes and it looks now.
Right.
So enjoy.
Yeah, enjoy.
Hello.
That's what the fool.
All right. Let's start all over. All right. We're sure pretty.
I love it. That's so funny. You have a lot of good.
It takes me back.
Do you have any other ones of how?
I don't know.
I know you know, fool. You be talking to me like that sometimes. you be coming with your little fucking slang.
No, just
Yeah,
that
you
one.
fucking
We're sure pretty.
I love it.
That's it.
No, there's another one.
We'll
you
save
know.
them for more days. I can't
I
throw them
want
all
you-
out there. I can't throw them all out there.
They're so good. They're so good. You're so ghetto.
It's okay. I've accepted a few of those, so it's cool. But anyways, for sure. For sure.
I love that. Who taught
But-
you that? Your friends?
No. Yeah. The park.
Literally.
Lincoln Park.
Lincoln Park. I have a lot of
Keith Street.
I have a lot of memories on Lincoln Park.
I do have a lot of memories.
What's
you
your
know, it's one of
favorite?
those
What's your favorite
things-
Lincoln Park memory?
I don't know. I don't have a favorite Lincoln Park memory. I think there's a memory I do have of when I was living on Keith when I was younger, and it always comes back because it's so funny. But we're having there is there's a lot going on there. As kids, there's some underage drinking going on,
Okay.
and we're just all
Okay.
hanging out, like, kids being kids,
Y'all
or
just
teenagers
drinking
being
fo-
teenagers.
Y'all just drinking 40s.
My dad's about to find out a lot of things about me right now.
What a full circle moment.
Yes, but it's okay. It's okay. So, Dad,
This is for you.
I'm so sorry.
I didn't know. Disclaimer, I did not talk to her at this time. I was not friends. I did not influence her to do any of these things.
It's okay. It's okay. It was a moment. It has shaped me. But all that, all that good stuff. But anyways, so I remember that moment, and we were having a really good time. And I had a friend that, like, was really gone, and we were drinking. Um, I want to say it was Sky, and we're just like, like, it's not doing anything. It's not doing anything. And then, like, it creeped up, and, like, yeah, it creeped up, and we were just wilding, and, like, they were going home, and he just, like, boom, like, falls, and now we're like, whoa, what's going on? Like, and
you're
got back
like,
up. Yeah, he's like, I'm okay. And we're like, whoa, like, it was just a lot, like, and I always remember that because it was just like, it was during a time that it was a really good time. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like,
Yeah.
those times were really, they were fun, they were cool. Like, it's just like it was just a moment that I was like, I was able to just be. I don't know if I want to say be a kid, but obviously it's kid things.
You
like,
had that. You
as a
had that
teenager.
in you. You had that in you.
So there were good memories. There were really good memories. I can't downplay those memories at all, for sure.
I love that. I love that you had that experience that like you like did the things like you were out being a desmadrosa like at the
A
age
little bit. Yeah.
at the age that you were, because it just I kind of live through you sometimes when you go through those things, because like I was the little girl that couldn't go fucking out, like nope, you walk home, or I'll go pick you up from school. Like, not like I would never go out to hang out with a group of friends. Like, it was
Yeah.
so rare. So like, I always wanted to have that. And then when you tell me your stories about like those times in your life, I feel like so I love those because like I'm like, damn, I was such a fucking good girl. Like, ni nada salía. Like,
Mhm.
Alejandra no salía para nada.
Nah, fool, you used to do some stuff. You did some stuff that I was just like, oh, I didn't do that.
Like
Like, I
what?
didn't do that.
Like what?
Like, there's certain things that you did, like in middle school, and I was like, oh, I didn't do that. Like,
Oh, okay.
there's certain things that you did, and I was just like, oh yeah, that I didn't go.
I got
Like,
a
I didn't
tattoo in
do
middle
that.
school.
Oh yeah,
I
the
got a
stick and poke. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
got a stick and poke right here. Can you zoom into that?
yeah.
It's a little fucking dot now. It's a little fucking dot. But
Yeah, I
back,
think
yeah,
yeah,
but yeah, it was a stick and poke. But yeah, you never did that.
yeah, I didn't do
You
that.
got a big
So
ass fucking tattoo though.
I do. And more coming soon. But yeah, I think in my high school, I think ninth grade like was a big ninth and maybe a little bit of 10th were the years for me that were like I did a little bit more than I probably would have never done. Like
Right.
that's when the ditching happened. That's when the living out of I'm leaving school happened, and like all of those
Leaving school
things.
and teaching are the same thing.
Living, well, no, because there's ditching class, and then there's
Okay.
living. Well, there is ditching, yeah, I guess, but there's like leaving class or not going to class, and then there was like leaving the school.
Yeah.
You know,
I did not leave the school. I
oh,
did leave class.
I did leave school.
Yeah, but that was but yeah, I get what you're saying.
But yeah, but other than that, I turned out okay. You know,
You're
it turned
doing
out okay.
great.
I
And
turned
I
out.
think your experience helps us in terms of how we in the work field.
Yeah. For sure.
Cause it allows us to see like the participants as like, I know you're just being a desmadroso and you don't really have that in you because you're doing the
Yeah.
things, you're trying to get it done. Like, they're so good. Like, it just feels like you know them and they know you, and that's why you build the better rapport because you're not really judging them. I've never like my participants even um like any participant, like I see like, okay, I know what you're doing, I know, but I'm not gonna be like a like call you out or do some shit or judge you. Like,
I'll
it's
probably call you out, but I'm not gonna judge you. Like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna judge you for it, but I'm gonna tell you, like, you know. Sometimes you don't even have. You just have. You know what you're doing, and don't be like, yeah,
Oh,
miss,
I had a
know.
phone call with one of my participants yesterday actually, and then at the end of our phone call, because it was kind of more of like a paperwork kind of thing, and then he was like,
Mm,
Miss, you know I'm just playing the game, right?
right.
You know I'm just playing, and I'm like, you know, I got it. And I like, to me, it's like those moments where like I'm just like, I know, and
Yeah.
I think they knew too, like she knows. So I think that like because there's a role, like I think that's the biggest thing for me, that I'm like, this is my role, but I'm also this person, and I
Yes, yes,
can't
yes,
not be
yes,
this person
yes.
without, I cannot be this role without being this person.
Right.
And I think that's what humanizes us in the work field, you know, like and the things that we do, like because I don't think it's like a like, if I didn't have this position, I would still be doing this work in another way. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have to be, I'm doing it now, you know, and I don't get paid for it. I don't, nothing happens, right? But it's just because I love to do it, even if it's with my friends. I love to give that support. I love to let you know you are not judged here. Nada está pasando. Like, I get what you're saying, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's like so beautiful to be able to do everywhere I go. And then it's a bonus when I get paid for it, when I can be a person, when I can really help out, when I can really do the things
Mm-hmm.
and get paid for it. Like, that's fun. Like, then it makes it a little bit more fun.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. And they feel it too. Like, they feel the vibe, and like they feel
They
like,
be
how are
knowing.
you? Yeah, they know. And off the bat, sometimes too, they'll be like, oh yeah, Ebony's like da 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 da. Oh yeah, Sylvia's like da 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 da.
Oh my
And
god,
it's
it
like,
was so much fun. Like, when we worked at the group home together, because they loved us, but they also loved Ebony for Ebony, and they loved Sylvia for Sylvia, because we were also on different
yes,
shifts.
yes.
So sometimes, like,
I'll be like, oh. Silvia's gonna come in the morning. Oh, Ebony's gonna come in right now at 2. And then you know what I loved so much, boo? Like it just felt like I had like there were our kids, right? But it really felt like they were my kids.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
because I
Yeah.
just feel like when I would come into shift, like they would be waiting at the door. And like as you're like or when you ring the doorbell, like they would run. And I'm like, it just felt like it just felt so good to know like at work you're going into this space that can be very chaotic but also very just very I don't know
Familiar home.
yes, very home, very appreciated. Like you just feel so appreciated although like it's so much chaos going on because it's just like there's a lot that goes on and a lot that goes on in their heads and to know you're that person coming in for them it's like oh
Mm.
okay like I have all this going on but having that person come in at this shift during this time is just
What gets me
it's
by?
it gets me by. Yes, what gets me by and they
Yeah.
look forward to
And that's
those
all we could do at those
things.
times. At that time, all we could
Yes.
do was be these little like we were I think 21, 20, 21. Like we
Yeah.
were so young. We had started that job and had never been out doing nothing. We were so like straight high school mentality like going into it, and
Mm.
it was very beautiful to be the mentor,
Yeah,
to be the facilitator suddenly. And you're like, oh my, and it was just so much, and it still is so much fun. Because I'm
it
not
is
gonna
fun.
say, because everything that we've done, it's just so
It leads
much.
up to this.
Literally, it's so much fun to work in like the environment where you get to work with like youth. Like it just
Mhm.
feels so like empowering. It feels like they look at you and then you see them and they see you,
You.
and then it's like when you see them, you're just like, ah! I used to love like
Yes.
seeing like, or I still love seeing my partner and be like, ah! Like I love to see your
Yes.
face. Like I am, you make me so happy. You bring me so much joy. Like I've missed you. Like I just want to hang out with you and hold you, and I know, and like what's going on with them in their personal lives. For them to still like smile and laugh and
And
make
laugh.
jokes and make just like life, still have life
Mhm.
inside of them and give it to you. Like I
Mhm.
used to love, that's why I love and I still love working and doing what I do because of those moments.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're very good moments. They're very good moments because, like you said, they have a lot going on at home, and you showing up, like just showing up with that energy, just
Yeah.
like allows them to remember, or reminds them, like, okay, like it's okay, like there's still sunshine or there's still light, there's
Mm.
still things like that.
Like
Because
not
I
everyone's out to get me.
not everyone, yeah, not everyone's out to get me. There's not always negative things, or there's not always bad or things like that. Like, oh, there's that light, and to be that light in that moment is
Mm.
just like that's all you can give them, and that's just it's a really good experience. I love doing that. I love sharing moments with them. I love doing like
Me too.
the events, like working with them, getting their perspectives. Like
Yeah.
it's just so like it's just amazing because again, I feel like there's experiences that they've gone through that I probably have never gone through and they're teaching me. Like I've learned a lot from them and I
I've
still learn from like
still.
yeah, I still learn from some of my participants and it's like I appreciate that because again, there's things that they know that I don't know and I may be older and that's okay. Like it's just as
Yeah.
valuable. But yeah, they're sweethearts. They
Yeah.
really are.
I know, and I think it's just the humanity we work with. Like we
Mhm.
work because we're humans. We don't work because we're I don't know. Like we don't work to work. I think we've been
Yeah.
so privileged, and I'm so grateful to have found like the perfect jobs for me.
Mhm.
Somehow they just fell into my lap. Somehow I ended up just working with not only participants, but like I loved working in the school system too.
Mhm.
Like it was so much fun for me, like to be on that side. Now I get to see their life from like a home based perspective, and like before I was seeing it from um like a school perspective,
Mhm.
like your grades, your your sports, your like things like that. Like I was seeing it from that perspective. So to now see it from your home perspective and kind of get deeper into like why they're like this,
Mhm.
what is really going on here, you
Yeah.
know? It's
I think one of the things I always took away, and I enjoy the most, I think, with working with our kids and our youth, is the changes they've made, and like the evolution that they have done is just like, it's just to see it like in your face. It's like, whoa. Like, I remember one of the youth that we had in the home, like from beginning to end, like when they first entered, like they were a certain way, very closed off, very like, didn't really talk much, or like had a lot of outbursts and like things like that. And then for them to like change and be more open and really
Mhm.
accept themselves and really like, see different perspectives, it was
Mhm.
just like, it was like, whoa. Like, look at this change that this person has done, or this person has really
Yeah.
worked hard to do. Like, no more AWOLs, no more like, judging themselves, no more like,
Graduating,
yeah, graduating, really putting in the effort, like all of
patience.
patience, like all of those things. And I was just like, whoa. Like, so when we left that home to see how they were leaving, it was just like, okay. Like, now I see, even if I was there just a few hours, but I was there and I did something. Like, I know I did
Mhm.
something for them because I was told I did something for them. And to feel it, even if I
Mm.
wasn't told, I felt it.
Yeah.
Like, to feel it. And I thought that was, and that's, I think that's what
Even just the
keeps me.
respect, like
Yes, the
sometimes they knew
respect.
you were in and out, so because they've been in and out of the system for so long
Yes.
that they'll just know like you're just a person passing by, but I
Right.
respect you,
You're
thank
right.
you. I don't know how to receive you, I don't know how to hold you, but thank
Mm-hmm.
you. From a
Mm-hmm.
distance they will tell you thank you, you know. And yeah, although there's a lot of love, I think there was a lot of heartbreak.
Yeah, yeah,
My
yeah.
heart broke a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
My heart broke so many times. Like I remember one of the youth that we worked with, he was like, Silvia, can you adopt me? Like he would always tell me
Yeah,
every
yeah,
day.
yeah,
I would
yeah.
wake up and he would wake up from bed and he would like tell me, Silvia, can you adopt me today? I'd be like, one day I'll adopt you. It was so
Mm-hmm.
sad to see them because they didn't have no one. Like I was their person. I was their like their mom, their like the
Dad, their dad, like their that those roles, like we're kind of putting in those roles for them, not to take away their actual, who their blood
but in
parents or
that
things.
moment,
Yeah, but in that moment we were serving as a mom, a dad, a sister, a cousin, a tia, a tío, like just whoever they needed at that time. Maybe they just needed a
a
sister,
friend.
or they needed a friend. And that's like, we
Yeah.
were able
And
to
to
do
know
those
and to know
things.
what hat you needed to put
What,
on.
literally, that's a
Like
good one.
like
What
it
hat
was
to put
what
on.
hat you needed to put on for this person
And you had to know.
struggles, you know. Like there was participants in youth that like didn't like me because I reminded them of someone because I was this person for them. So I really had
Yeah.
to like whoa, like whole like
What
it
hat
was
do I need to put on right now?
yes. And sometimes like I remember this one participant, he was very triggered by me. He was very triggered by
Mm.
me and I left him alone.
Oh, yes, yes, yes,
I
yes.
left him alone, you know. He no man, you know, he would talk his little mess, say the things in my ear, kept it pushing. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Silvia, I need. Okay, got it. Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. But that was my place. That was my hat,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And then I think he respected that I respected him. So he,
You didn't play his game. That's what it
no,
was.
I was just like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
here for you at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I don't have an ego. I don't have this. I'm just,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
need to
handle it.
prove my whatever power you think I have that I need to place on here for you to feel like you need to be triggered by me.
Literally. And
Yeah.
then finally, like one of the last days, he was like, hey Silvia, I just wanted to apologize.
And it always would happen, for always. I
I
think.
just wanted to apologize because I never
Yeah.
switched up. I was still
Yeah.
me.
Mhm.
I didn't have no ego. I was like, cool.
Yeah.
Because it's not about you. It's not personal.
It's not personal.
You have a million things going on, and I get it.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
praise you. I see you. I know your struggle. Maybe I don't know it, but I know it.
I see it.
And I think that comes from where we're from. Like,
Yeah.
we know the kids that have like shit with their family. You
Yeah.
know, we know our friends who like were part of DCFS, or we know our friends who didn't have this, or who were mistreated in this way, and then we're like, I got it.
Mhm.
It's not about you.
It's
There's something
not.
bigger here. It's not you. And then I think he recognized that I respected him, and then he was like, ah, miss, you know, no, no, no. I'm like, all right, homie. Like, I've been
Yeah.
known. I've been known. It's not about me.
Yeah.
You just had to see it. And I think that was one of the biggest lessons for me, how important not letting ego get in the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's super good. And I think that comes to, and we're like, for the 69, for the segment for 69, this, it's about self-care, right? So I
Mhm.
think in those moments, what were ways that you feel like you in your at that time, you took it upon yourself to take care of yourself, to show up stronger for these kids? And how do you feel like that you did that?
I think at that time, like, and you know what's funny? Because I think at that time I didn't really know what self care was. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't. I really didn't. So I was always like, just on the go, on the go. Whenever overtime was like there, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll take overtime. And I was
Because
doing
we get
over.
paid a lot.
Yeah,
That was a lot of
I
money.
was doing, because I was working the 410s, so I was able to do an extra day and still get 2 days off. So I was picking up one whole 8 hour shift for like 3 4 months. I
Oh,
think it
yeah,
was three
straight.
straight
Like,
three
it was
four
just your
months.
schedule at that point.
Yeah, it was literally my, oh, like, Ebony's gonna come in on Friday mornings. Ebony was coming in.
And it was a weekly confirmation,
It
huh?
was, yeah, like, it was just like, yeah, I'm coming in on these days. So I didn't know, like, and I think for me, what like self-care looked like for me was, at that time, was getting my hair done, doing my nails.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to do those things a lot more back
Oh,
then.
hell
Yeah, I was
yeah.
able to
Oh,
do those things a
hell
lot more
yeah.
back then. So I was doing them, like, and showing up, and like, things like that. And it felt really good, like, and I think that was a very much a stepping stone to understanding, like, this is what makes me feel
Two
good.
week nails
Yeah. Yeah.
every 2 weeks.
Every two, yeah,
Every two
practically
weeks.
every 2 weeks, and it felt good. Like,
It
I'm not
felt.
gonna, till this day it feels good to have nails. I don't have nails on right now, but they're coming.
But we had to
They're
sacrifice that
coming. Yeah,
because
yeah,
we've
yeah,
been
and
doing
that's
other
okay.
things because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the
That's okay.
evolution of it.
The evolution. Yes, yes, yes. So, I think at the time that's how I was taking care of myself. I was just, doing my hair, or taking some time, like, those 2 days, just really resting. Like, I think I would rest a lot more
You would
back
sleep.
then.
What would
I
you
would
do?
just relax, just
Mm.
watch movies, relax, just, go with family or things like that. But it didn't feel like so much for whatever reason. It just felt like, just like, this is what my day is gonna consist of today.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, this is what's gonna consist of today. I'm gonna just relax. I'm gonna get up, wake up till
Mm-hmm.
like maybe 11, 12, whatever that looked like, and just wake up and then start my day, and then eat, and then, like, just go if I needed to go to Walmart, if I needed to go get something. Also, I think was, at that time, I had transitioned to living on my own for a minute. So I was really doing a lot of things on my own. Like, just nobody, was telling me anything. Nobody, I was just kind of doing my own thing. Like, just doing my own thing very
I
independently.
remember.
Yeah. So I was able to just go to sleep when I wanted to, wake up when I wanted to, like, and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt good. So I think that's where I was at with my self care. Although I didn't identify it because I didn't know what self care.
Well, we
Like, I
did
didn't
know
even
at
know.
the start of the thing, at the start of group homes. I remember they telling us, take care of yourself,
Oh,
self
yeah, yeah,
care.
yeah. Take care of
So,
you. Yeah, yeah.
so I would be like, oh, that's my self care.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
1000% that's my self care.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. They did say, take care of yourself. I guess what I was trying to say, or thinking of, is like the actual term self care,
Yeah.
right? But they did say that. But I
But
also,
now our change, it's because our definition of self care has
yeah,
changed.
has changed.
So
Yes,
now
yes,
you're like,
yes.
that's not really self care though.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
but I
yeah,
know this is self care.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it just evolved.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I wouldn't say like it's not. I think it still is. Like, I truly feel like it's
But it's a
still.
superficial kind of thing.
What do you mean?
Like, it's just like material thing.
It could be material. I think it could look material,
Yeah.
but feel like, what the way it makes you
Yeah,
feel.
it's the feeling, yes.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, back then we didn't know any feeling of self care.
Oh, like, it's because of what it looked.
It just looked like this. It was just
Mm,
looking. Now we know looking and
and feeling.
feeling.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What is the feeling you're getting out of the things that you're doing?
No, actually, it did feel good, fool. Like I can't knock down like.
But that's when we started to learn about feeling, is what I'm saying. We started off as not knowing anything,
Mhm.
not what it felt like.
Just take care of yourself.
Just take care.
And that's
So-
what we're like.
so
Well, take care of yourself. Okay, this is what take
Nails,
care of yourself.
nail, and then oh, this nails feel good.
Mhm.
Nail feel good. Hair feel good.
Mhm.
Pedicure feel good. Shopping feel good.
Yeah.
Feel good. Feel good. And so suddenly we knew what felt good. You know,
Mhm.
and then we're like, oh, this feels good. Now,
Why does it make you feel good?
now we're in the how we feel good, when we feel good, like feel good at all times, in all spaces.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's what I mean by the evolution of how self-care felt for us.
Yeah, so I think that's what that looked like for me then. And also, you know what? I was going to the gym a little bit at the time.
I remember.
And I think that was another
And that was
thing.
helping you.
Yeah, it was helping me. So I think that, and then I kind of stopped. I kind of stopped for a minute. I don't remember why I stopped, but I stopped for a minute.
Yeah.
But and I think now, like,
You stopped. I remember why. Because you were moving into your new house, into your new apartment, and you needed to cut back on a lot of like expensive and that
Was that
expenses,
why?
and that's one of the things you cut off.
Okay, then maybe it was, but I didn't cut off my nails. No, I actually did a little bit.
No, we didn't.
Nah, no, I didn't.
Fuck no.
Ah.
No, we did not. That was one of the things we kept.
All right, maybe you're right. All right, but yeah, you're right. But now I think like like the evolution for me, at least for self care, is like it's still doing those things, but knowing why it is they make me feel good, but also doing like the reading, right? And you know, to be very honest, I haven't really touched my book lately,
And that's okay.
and that's okay. Yes, that is okay. And I know that's okay. But that's just to say, that's just well, the reason I'm saying that is because not doing those things, but knowing and being aware of it, and then finding how to get back into it is important also. Like just understanding that, and I'm learning how to do that, and not to feel guilty for it, because sometimes I'm like, damn, I didn't do it. You know, and I think that's why I was trying to learn. Like maybe reading for me wasn't daily, maybe it's weekly, and I found that, and it's like it was just weekly for me, but to
Now
go
it's
back,
yearly.
yeah, no, now it's yearly, now it's monthly. Nah, I just need to get back.
I
Like
know.
I think
A rhythm.
I'm
Find your
trying to
rhythm.
reset. Yeah, find the rhythm again to do it. And I think also, you know, I need to, or not. I need to. I would like to find a way to do it on the days where even if the sun is not out, because I think yes, because
I was
think
thinking that.
yeah,
That's so funny.
I would use the sun as a gateway to
That
make
is
me
so
like
fucking funny.
yeah, as a gateway to feel like okay, this is my opportunity to go and read and use that and have the sun like shine on me while I'm reading, like because it feels so good, like it felt so good. But I want to learn how to do that, like how to do it on those days where the sun is probably not gonna come out. So I think that is the reading, but also getting back into the gym and getting and I've gotten back into the gym, but the gym is not like I'm learning that it's not just a physical thing for me. It's really not. It's not even just like to physically and appear good and appear this. Like it's literally a mental thing for me.
Yeah.
Like I go in there and I'm like, all right, sometimes I'm like dreading or whatever, but I look forward to it. Like those are things I look forward to.
And you know what's funny that you say that is that you look good,
Yeah.
but it's not that you look good. It's that internally you look good.
Yeah.
So like everything that you've like, and you could tell when you don't look good.
Yeah.
Not that you don't look good, but it's like your spirits are lower.
Lower. Yes.
And so that's what, like, when we went to lunch the other day, your spirits were lower, and you had also not been at the gym. So when you called me and you were like you were scrambling,
I was, yes.
and I was like, girl, like, sit the fuck down.
Yeah.
At that point, like, go to the fucking gym, do whatever you need to do for yourself, but just stop. Like, your spirits were low,
Yes.
and I felt it because you were. I don't know what that was for you, but like you were feeling low, and you were being hard on yourself, and like whatever, and I think you were resetting.
I was resetting.
And I think that in that resetting, I think I wanted to remind you, like, this is
also
from an outside
important.
from an outside perspective looking in, I know what the gym does to you, not just like physically, but what
Yeah,
it's doing for you mentally.
mentally.
Because I've also seen you at a very low place, and I'm seeing you at a high place, and your highest place is when you're filling up into yourself, when you're
Mhm.
feeling and you're doing your self care.
Mhm.
Because that week I knew you weren't doing self care.
Mm.
You weren't doing self care, and you kept on like doing things, and I was like, chill out. I was
Yeah.
telling you to chill out,
Yeah.
and I'm the one that doesn't chill out. So like, so that told me like you're not at the, so like come back here. And I had, because I'm an outside perspective in, I have to be like, no, like you're, do this, and I
Yeah.
think you recognized it and you did it when you were ready. and
Mhm.
and I'm glad you took it in.
Yeah. I did. I did take it in, and I allowed myself to really rest. Like, even though I wasn't going to the gym, I found an alternative, and that was literally just sleeping. Like,
Yeah.
just going to sleep. Like, after I was done, just going and laying down, and just relaxing and sleeping, because I think that's where I was lacking. And I think it's because, to be very honest, I think I like there was a lot going on. I felt like I had to be in a lot of places at once.
Yeah.
I had to be a lot of places at once, and it's like it was kind of this idea of people pleasing, in a sense. Like, okay, if I don't go here, then this person's gonna get mad. If I don't do this,
Hmm.
then this person's gonna be. If I don't go here, if I'm not
And
at
then you're
this place,
rushing.
yes, and then I'm rushing, and then I felt like that's where I was, and I was like, whoa, 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 like my engine's like about to blow up because I'm going, and I'm like, all right. And I was telling you that day that we had went to go eat, and it's a very vulnerable thing that I'm gonna say, but it's cool because I'm gonna say it. But like that day in the morning,
Yeah.
was that Wednesday, yeah, that Wednesday in the morning, I had got out of work, my morning job, and I was driving, and literally, like, I just was crying. I was crying. I was like, "Whoa,
Hmm.
girl, why are you crying? Like, what's going on?"
Yeah.
And I was trying to like take in, like, why am I crying? And then I was trying to understand, like, okay, during what's going on right now. So I was just kind of taking that in and trying to figure out like what was going on, and then I kind of realized it and I figured it out, and it's like, okay, I need to take a step back. I need to take a
Yeah.
step back and just you
And
know?
and you know what's funny? That's the most beautiful thing about being a woman.
Mhm.
That we have this forceful period of time.
Yeah.
And if you know, you know,
Yeah, yeah. That
you have this
yeah.
forceful period of time to fucking rest.
Yeah.
It's not an excuse. It's
Mhm.
your, and especially if you know how to take that you know you need the self-care. There is this moment where your body just says stop.
Stop. Yeah.
No. Cannot.
You need to reset now.
N- And this is the time.
Yeah.
And it's so beautiful that we have that. Because if we don't, then we burn out.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
why we can take so much,
Yep.
and I think it's so beautiful to have that as a woman, to have that rest, to have that, okay, I've taken all that
To
I
be
need.
able to be told,
Yes.
like, you
By your
need
body,
your
by your
body, your
body,
body,
by
yes.
the body telling you nope, stop. I think it's so beautiful, and it gets really misinterpreted
Yes.
with you're being too much. Like, actually, no, I'm not. It's just that I'm setting my boundary now, and I look like a bitch,
Yeah.
and I look like, yeah, but I'm setting my boundary because I know what my body needs, and this is the period of time where I most use my intuition.
Mhm.
My
Mhm.
intuition tells me to cry. My intuition tells me to set this boundary with this person and say no, I cannot. I don't want to,
Mhm.
or tell my body to go to sleep for
Mhm.
2 days.
Mhm.
And I think that's so beautiful. Like, and I don't think, and I don't know, and I think that it's been so like taboo to like to be to have these periods of your time because you're PMSing or whatever. But I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it's so beautiful. Like,
I
you,
actually appreciated it.
yeah, you
Yeah.
have to. And I think
I always have.
that's the balance, that's the balance of like, and I think when we learn to value self-care, we learn to value ourselves.
Yeah.
And that is a beautiful transition into our affirmation of the day.
Yes.
Hold on, I have,
Affirmation, pulling it up from
yeah.
my app. By the way, I don't think I said like what app.
I didn't hear that either.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
didn't
hear it.
say what app it is that we pulled it from, but it's literally it's called I Am. The app is called I Am. Literally I Am. So the affirmation I'm pulling from this app is I am grateful for the things that oh, this wasn't it, but we could roll with this one. I am grateful for the things that leave my life and create room for better.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I beautiful, beautiful. And I think
That's a yeah.
that talks literally about releasing things
Uh-huh.
to feel clear and clear
Woo.
and just ready and more powerful
Yeah.
and knowing what you need and knowing what you don't need.
Yeah.
And that's self-care.
Yeah.
To value yourself. To
Mhm.
value yourself in order to say no, this, no, but yes, this.
Yes. Yes. That is very true. That is a very good
It's
take.
valuing what you value. That's what that affirmation is. That's what self-care is. Learning
Yeah.
to value what you love.
Yeah.
And I think we started off with the nails.
Yes.
We learned to value ourselves and how beautiful we are and what makes us comfortable with the nail thing. And then it was superficial at first, and then it became something deeper.
Yeah.
Something that
deeper.
I cannot explain to you. I just know.
Mhm.
And I think if you know, you
You
know.
know.
Literally. Literally. It just has, and I hope that's what people start doing to take care of themselves. Even if it feels superficial at first, you'll get there. And that's the
Yeah.
evolution of it. And you just gotta trust the process and
And
enjoy the journey.
yeah, and even if it was like say at that time it was like the nails felt good for us and then we kind of be like, hey, you know what? Like nails don't really feel good for me anymore. Like and
Because I don't got the
changing it.
money.
Yeah. 'Cause I don't got the money right now. But like
I'm on a budget. Hold on.
no, I love my nails. I really do. But like, there's some people who really did. Like, they used to love their long nails and do them every time, right? And now they transitioned and they left the long nails and now they do short nails because for whatever, sometimes it does really just. You know what? I like short nails more now, and it makes me feel like this instead now. You know, and leaving that and then going into
Right.
this. You know.
Beautiful.
So I think that's what I'm taking from it is just whatever comes, whatever feels good at that moment, cool. And then
Yeah.
whatever felt.
Yeah, literally what you need to release, you need to release and talk to someone when you're releasing. Let them know
Yeah.
this is what I'm working on, this is what I'm having hard time with because they'll hold you accountable. And if you don't have anyone like that, send us a message. We'll be here.
Yes, yes, yes.
But
But we'll leave it there. That was
yeah,
really good.
really good.
Really good. So take care of yourselves, everyone.
Yeah, follow us on H&H Podcast. Follow Productive Culture on Instagram. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you go watch that on Spotify or podcast. Help us out. That really helps us out.
Yeah, we also have 80 subscribers right now, which is
Woo! We didn't even know our like cap was like 100 like for views. I thought actually my cap was like 5.
yeah.
And you're like, I think we could get 100. And I'm like, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I think we can get 100. But now we're hitting 100 pretty often. So thank you, everyone. Thank you a
Yeah.
lot. Like, and the likes. And if you haven't, you're watching and you're not subscribing, just subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe on the podcast too so you get notifications that
Yes,
we
yes, yes,
posted.
yes.
That helps us out a lot. It helps us keep making these videos for like and content. It keeps us motivated as well because then we're like, okay, feedback, got it.
For sure. So stay engaged. But
Gracias.
all right.
Bye.